Welcome back to the Stroke of Midnight, here with a man named Jack. Today we're gonna play some Monster Train. I was talking with a good friend of a friend who is rapidly becoming just a regular friend. Just kidding, he's a friend at this point. Love that dude. And I was talking about my favorite roguelike, and he was like, yeah, this game, Monster Train. It's like Slay the Spire, but better. And I'm like, tell me about this. And he says, okay, well, it's a roguelike deck builder. And I'm like, no, shush. You had me at roguelike deck builder. So, this game's cool. This is cool shit. It is very much a different style from Slay the Spire, but it is a similar theme of deck building roguelike. So, I've already played it several rounds. I've already unlocked 4 of the 5 factions. I can actually open the logbook. So you take a main faction, and then you pick a secondary faction to roll with. As you might see, Awoken is my favorite of the 4 that I've seen so far, though Umbra's pretty cool. Awoken just works really great as a secondary faction because they've got good defense, and they play nice with basically all the other mechanics. But today, we're going to start a run. We're going to take, that's the other thing. Each main faction, your main faction determines what champion you have. Each main faction has 2 different champions, each with their own signature spells that you get. Your secondary faction you pick, and then you can pick what of that signature spells you get. I'm going to take Awoken main with the Hellhorn side. I'm taking Torch, just because early on, Torch is really useful, and later on, actually, wait, no, Stygian Guard could be fun. Nah, we're just gonna do a normal Awoken Hellhorn run. Because, you know, it's easy, it's fun, and it does a lot of damage. I have not seen this champion, Wildenten? Whatever his name is. The Sentient was cool. Her deck plays around healing and buffs from healing. This dude, we're going to take Root Seeds, buffs damage and gets you more draws, and the Hellhorn do good with a lot of damage. I really am tempted to take Stygian Guard, but I'm not going to. Ugh, my lungs. You ready? I'm ready. I could do Umbra. No. I might do some of the other combos in other videos, but for now, we wasted enough time. Let's get into it. Oh, and I'm playing on Challenge Rank 1, which is enemies are stronger, but I also get 3 random cards at the start, just because, you don't get anything for playing at Challenge Rank 0, but I'm still learning the game, and I don't want to try the harder challenge ranks yet, so our 3 random additional cards: Razor Edge, plus damage minus health, Fortify plus armor, and Pyre Grow. Consume, draw fewer cards, but get more energy for the rest of the battle. Interesting. So I get 3 copies of the Root Seeds and 3 copies of the Torch, and then also 4 of these Train Steward vanilla monsters. Basically, all of these will be useless late run. The Train Stewards are going to be just completely obsolete. The Root Seeds and Torches will only be useful if I upgrade them, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do on that yet. So, you upgrade the champion, and each champion has, I think, 3 different upgrade paths that you can buff them with. Quick, enchant, give other friendly units quick. That's really fucking nice. Or sweep and root people on strike. That is also really fucking nice. We're gonna go with sweep, just because hitting everything on one floor is really nice, and I can buff his damage later. But quick, though, sweep. Sweep is too good. I can take the quick enchant later, probably. Ooh, okay, here we go. Priory's Cloak. When the friendly unit is healed, deal damage equal to heal amount, or Rage adds an additional damage per stack. Now, this would have worked better with that other champion who gets more healing synergy. I'm still going to get some healing synergy creatures, probably, but as far as what I'm going for, I think Rage might be more what I end up getting. So we're going to get our first fight. I would say the biggest difference between this game and Slay the Spire is that there are, actually I can count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights in this game. 3 of them are bosses, 5 of them are not bosses. And the map, I don't know if the map is randomized, but I don't think it is. I think it's the same map every time, which allows you to have a lot more fine-tuned control over what happens. What randomizes is what specialty units show up, and what trials you can toggle on and off to make it harder, but with more loot. So let me see what we're doing with the Gathered Clergy. Angry hordes, thin their numbers. So these guys are weak, but they start with Rage, which means they'll do big damage first turn, less as time goes by. And the boss for this floor, or the relentless enemy, that's different from a boss, Discipled Inquisitor. He just, hits. Relentless means combat continues until all enemies are defeated, and this unit can't be routed. And we'll see what that means in a little bit. So we got Aggressive Amulet. Oh yeah, I did toggle that on just because I'm greedy, and I'm playing on a low enough fight that I can get away with it. That's bad, though. They're beefy. We're going to start with torching one of you. We're going to put my Sweep Strike dude right here. We're going to put 2 damage buffs on him to draw more cards, because what I'm really hoping is to get a lot of torches. Because if I do not get a lot of torches, this run will not go well for me. Or armor. Fortify is good. Get the armor. Get the armor. These guys show up. If you can kill them the turn they show up, you get free money. So we're going to drop someone up there. We're going to torch another one of these guys, I think. And here's the question. I can put a Train Steward in front to protect his health bar, or in the back to help clear the floor. We're going to put him in the back. And we're going to hope I don't regret that, because this dude's pretty beefy. Wait, no, he's got Sweep. I don't need him in the back. Ah, damn it. Oh, well. That's what's called a misplay. They're not good. We're going to torch. Torch, so he survives this round. Higher grow. No, I'm not going to cast that. One more energy. There's only 1 turn left anyways. We're going to put Razor Sharp Edge on this dude since he's in the back line. Alright, these guys. Can I get more? I didn't get what I wanted to see. You hate to see it. Okay, they're going to kill him next turn if I don't stop them. But what I can do... I can put Razor Edge... Wait, no, hang on. They're 9. They'll be 7. 7 is 14. Plus 4 is 18 damage. He's currently at 17. If I can't knock that out, then I'm going to go down. Like a sack of potatoes. We're going to put the Root Seeds. The Root Seeds. We're going to put another Train Steward up top, and we're going to see how it goes. Honestly, this first fight is low-key one of the hardest, just because you don't have any of the shit that makes you buff. But I got a lot of shit that makes me buff, so we're going to roll with it. Give him armor. Torch. Torch. You see what I mean about Torch being just mind-bogglingly useful. Wait, who messaged me? Son of a bitch, Chris, how dare you? Okay, so Chris said he was going to be gone for like 20 minutes. That was like 45 fucking minutes ago. I just, like 8 minutes ago, started this video, I gave up on waiting, said, I'm gonna go record, and then this bitch ass shows up like, hey, I'm back, you wanna hang? And I'm like, no, bitch! Alright, so, we're gonna put another Razor Sharp Edge back there. We're gonna cast this just because this dude's gonna die. So, enemies will move up a floor after combat unless they're relentless. I kind of glossed over it earlier, but if an enemy is not killed in the 1 round of combat, they step up a floor, and they'll continue to step up a floor until they get to the engine room at the top, which you don't want to happen. Ooh! Resto Detto. I love Resto Det. Heals and then does damage equal to 5x the healing. Grand fun. Sharpen is interesting, but not quite worth 2 cost out of the gate. You can buff it and it can get really good, but considering that I have the Root Seeds, I don't think I need the extra damage. The spikes aren't going to be what kills people. I've already got a Razor Sharp Edge, so we're going to take Resto Detto. Allied Clan Pack. Ooh, okay. Oh, hard choice. Vent is nice. Vent is good for hitting AoE damage across the whole train. So is the Molting Imp. Welder Helper can do some really fun stuff if you get the right buffs on him, though. I'm going to take the Molting Imp just because the silver border means I haven't won a run with that card yet. So I'm going to take it just for, you know, collection's sake. And then what do we got here? Okay, here we go. So we got another dude that has sweep plus damage on kill. Would be nice, but I've got my main dude who has sweep, so you really only need one unit with sweep. Maybe two. But I'm going to have my main dude with sweep, and I'm going to focus on buffing him so he can clear at the first floor as well as he can. The Branded Warrior, Rage, and... I'm going to take the Rail Beater, just because he's a nice frontliner with some thick armor, and he can rearrange the battlefield a little bit. Alright, so, choices. Buff units or buff spells. I almost always buff spells first, just because buff units, the only unit I have worth buffing is the Rail Beater. But I've got a lot of spells that are very cool and worth buffing. So we're going to go over here, get another Hellhorn unit. Ooh, Steelworker. This is a cool dude. He just gets 5 armor every turn, which is nice. And then we're going to buff some spells, which is where things get really funky. Hold over. After you cast it, it's put on top of your deck, which is good. Well, you know what I'm going to hold over? I'm going to hold over one of the Root Seeds. Then I'm going to make that same Root Seed free cost. So now, every time I play this, it's free damage, I draw it again next turn, and it also buffs the draw. So this card is effectively free. 100% easy damage. I like it. Buff with plus magic power and consume. I don't want to get rid of Resto Debt. I don't know if I need 3 torches, at least not 3 low damage torches. I'll usually put a consume on one of them, just because having a high damage spell is sometimes useful. And I might regret that later, but I might not. We're going to find out. Enemy units enter with 10 armor. This is going to hurt me, but I'm going to do it. Grant spikes. Okay, so this dude... Okay, so here's the problem. On this floor, we're going to have these dudes, which will sit in the back and give spikes to everybody. They've only got 1 health, but if I tick this on, they're going to get armor as well, which is going to make this really hard to deal with, and I'm probably going to take some pyre health on this floor. But I think I'll manage. I think we can deal with it. So, oh yeah, your engine room holds the pyre. This game's got a really cool cinematic intro. I couldn't convince it to play when I started recording, but long story short, we're the beasts of hell. Heaven is trying to extinguish hell's flame forever. This pyre is the last shard of hellfire that we're racing along on a train trying to get to the heart of hell, and it'll just burn people to death. But if it dies, you know, game over. So what we're going to do, we're going to put my Wilden 10 on the first floor, and I've got my 2 different frontliners. I think I'm going to put the Rail Beater first, so that'll put the tanks into the back and put the squishy people up front. And then the Steelworker is going front center on the second floor, and then I'm going to put a torch damage, wait, yeah, enchant, torch damage onto you. And then, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Fortify. Who needs the armor? You need the armor? No, wait. You probably need the armor because you're gonna take a lot of spikes damage. Slap, slap. That's right. I forgot that he roots on hit. No problem. Oh, here's that holdover root seed. I cast it, and it'll go right back on top of my deck next turn. 35, 37. We're just going to play a game of keep up to try to keep both of them at about the same health. We're going to put a Train Steward up there because I don't have anything better. A Train Steward up there to catch him. And then the torch, I'm just going to drop it on the only person who's not going to die this turn. So they're going to hit, hit, hit. Man, that root on sweep is so nice. We're going to go ahead and Razor Edge him, because I can. Root Seeds, delicious. Root Seeds, also delicious. Last Train Steward we're going to drop up here. Nobody's even taken any health bar damage yet, so the Resto Dead is useless. Yes, I do think I've got quite a good build going right now. Ooh, the Molten Imp. So here's the next relentless enemy, and as said, they will fight until everything on this floor is dead. If I do nothing, he's gonna die, and I win. But why would I do nothing when I can do swag? Swiggity swoogity, buff you, more buff on you, more buff on you, and then we'll play Pyrogrow because I can. This is the end anyways. Oh, and every now and then the characters will say stuff. And most of the lore for this game actually comes from these characters and what they say. But long story short, in this game, Heaven doesn't look like the best place. And they're trying to kill Hell, and Hell's kind of painted as the survivor, which, as somebody who's down for spooky shit, I like. And also, we beat that without taking any Pyre health, which I am hyped about. Ooh, here we go. Steel Enhancer is really nice, but so is Glimmer. Both good. I'm gonna pass on Steel Enhancer. Oh, wait, but no, I need Steel Enhancer to balance out the Razor Edges, don't I? Actually, yeah. Since I've got the two Fortifies, the Fortifies are probably... I'm gonna go for more armor than healing, which means I'm gonna take the Steel Enhancer. Alright, what do we get? Ooh, Hornbreak. Hornbreak is really good. Hornbreak's really good. Hidden Passage, I haven't taken yet, but I think I will. Since my champion dude is going to root people basically to the first floor permanently, I'm gonna need ways to transfer people around, so we're gonna go ahead and take this. I've honestly never used any of the cards that can move units around. I'm kind of curious what's gonna happen. What do I want? I could get another Steelworker, and then I would have a nice thick frontline unit for every floor. I don't need the Shattered Shell, I don't think. I mean, it would be more sweep damage. I'm gonna take another, but I haven't won one with them yet. And he gets more damage when he kills things. Choices. Choicey choices. See, here's the question. Do I prioritize collection, or what's a better choice for the run? I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 different cards that I'm adding to the collection, so we're gonna go ahead and take what I know will be a good pick later down the line. And now that I've got some spells buffed, I can avoid the healing that I don't need. Come over here. We're gonna check the caverns first. This is the random event. You never know what's gonna happen here. I don't like this random event. A penance yard comes into view, a truly terrible sight. Dead hellborn from across the 9 rings are strung up as atonement just for existing. At the base of these awful contraptions are some familiar blights, but peeking through you can see something of value underneath the rubble. Which pile do you inspect further? So, this is an event that I pretty frequently pass up, because all of these are a plus and a minus, and I don't always like that. What seraph am I fighting? The Diligent. She devours spells. Okay, so spells are not something that I really want a lot of. Okay. So... So, Broken Shards here at the bottom with the Weathered Cold Stones. It's a tax on my draw and my energy, but it gives me free healing, which is nice. This one at the top, the Ember Stasis, it's a tax on my draw until I use these calcified embers, which 120 damage is massive, and that's very much worth the 3 cost. And occasionally other people will put blights into your deck, so that's really nice. The Penitent Stones also, that would be just plus 6 damage for all the creatures in my deck now and forevermore. But considering I'm playing around damage buffing, I definitely don't need Massive Stones. I don't like Deadweight anyways, so... Broken Shards, I'm tempted to do, just because that healing would be nice. It means I'm gonna be thirsty. Well, how much energy do I actually need, aside from the creatures? I don't have very good energy efficiency yet. I'm gonna take the Vengeful Shards with the healing. I mean, worst case scenario, I don't play one, I take 1 damage, I can heal that back later. And right, Hellhorn! I don't need any more Steelworkers. But the Deranged Brute, rage on friendly units adds an additional 3 damage per stack. I don't really have anything that applies rage. Which is weird, because I picked the rage synergy. I'm going to pick more rage synergy, and I'm going to hope I find some rage. But if I don't... Ooh! Upgrade a unit with rage 7. Can I put that on him? Unit abilities only affect their current floor. So does his rage buff affect his own rage? Because if he does, that will be some massive damage. I mean massive damage. We're going to do it. We're also going to upgrade a unit with quick. If he's going to be my damage dude, we also want him hitting first. Right? Right? Yeah, that's what we're doing. And then I'm out of money, so we're leaving. Alright, well, that's all the time I got for this episode. Next episode, I fight the boss when I remember to get back to recording this. But until then, thank you all for watching. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, diddle me in the dark, you know, all the stuff that YouTubers ask you to do. But until next time, keep it classy.